Good evening. Hiya, 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 y'all. Happy Monday. It's Transformational Monday, y'all. Hold on, because I got my computer over here. So, good evening, good morning, whatever time you are watching this. I pray that you all are well. I pray that you and your families are safe. I pray that you had a wonderful holiday, whether you took the time off with your family or you just spent the time relaxing. Good evening, good evening. I pray that you all smiled more than there was sadness. How about I pray that there was no sadness? So, good evening, good evening. I pray that all is well. Give me just 1 second, and I am going to, let's see. Let's see, share. Now, how we do this? You know, it's different when you are doing this from a different. Look at God. Look at God. Look at Him. Good evening, y'all. Give me just a second. Hi. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hey, happy Monday. All right. If you're watching this on replay, just kind of like slide, fast forward maybe about 30 seconds. I promise you. Okay. Okay. Let's get this party started. All right. Okay. All right. I usually wait for just like Facebook and Instagram. Sometimes it takes a while for them to make people aware that you're live, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started anyway because I don't want to prolong the time. But good day, good evening, happy Labor Day. For those of you all who do not know, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help women overcome mindsets that prevent profit, progress, and prosperity and help them to position their purpose for profit. Good evening, good morning, good day. As you all come in, make sure you subscribe to my channel and make sure that you share this live with about 2 or 3 people. Also, I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Y'all, we're going to be probably less than 15 minutes because tomorrow is day one of the Mindset to Movement Summit. And I am so excited. If you do not know what the Mindset to Movement Summit is, hi, Gabriella. Hi, everybody. Make sure you click the link that I pinned, or at least I thought that I pinned, right? Let me go ahead and pin it so that you all can see it. um, and get more details because we start tomorrow and I am uber excited. So, tonight I want to talk to you all about the 3 things that you must do minimum so that you can position yourself to go from mindset to movement. And you may be asking yourself, what is mindset to movement? And it's exactly what it is. It's literally learning how to take the idea off of the shelf of your mind and transition into implementation. A lot of the times, and how many of you all have ideas, you have different things that you want to do, these different things keep coming to your head and you just haven't gotten started for one reason or the other, right? So tonight's live is all about helping you to position your mindset to get into execution. So the first thing that you must do in order to go from mindset to movement, and I have my handy dandy index card here so that I can stay focused. The first thing is you must have the right mindset. I'm gonna say that again. If somebody drop mindset or type mindset in the comments, you must work. And hear me when I say this, because I wish somebody would have told me this before I started my business, before I started to move in my purpose. You have to work hardest. You have to work hardest on yourself more than you work hardest on your product, your service, your company, your strategies, your procedures. You have to make you your biggest project all the time. Personal development, self-development, all of that is something that is a continuous thing that you must work on. It never ends. I don't care how rich you get. I don't care how wealthy you get. I don't care how much you climb the success ladder. You have to work hardest on you. Why? I'm gonna give you all a picture of this. What is mindset, right? So mindset is a compound word. It's a gnat flying. Mindset is a compound word. Mind, and then you have set. So mind is your belief system. It's your hope. It is what you know to be true, right? It also includes your seat of emotions in Hebrew. Set is a position, by definition, is a position or a place. So when you put mind and you put set together, your mindset is literally, it means the positioning or the set place of your thinking. Your mindset is the positioning or the place of your belief system. That's all mindset is. It is literally the position of your thinking. The reason why some people are more successful than others is because the positioning of their thinking. The reason why some people lose weight, keep it off, and remain consistent and disciplined is the positioning of their thinking. The reason why some people are more wealthier than others, it's because of the positioning of their thinking and their belief system. You have person A who doesn't believe or doesn't think that they will actually be wealthy, although they are making wealthy affirmations and they're seeing no results. And then you have person B who knows and actually believes that they will be wealthy. And guess what? Because of the positioning of their thinking, they execute differently. Know this, and this is not something that I created. Your beliefs dictate your actions, and your actions dictate your results. I'm gonna say that again. Your beliefs. My little blue band-aid here, y'all. I cut my finger today in the kitchen, but I'm okay. Right? Your beliefs dictate your actions. How? So it's whatever it is that you believe. If you believe that you will be successful and you know it, and you are convicted by it, and you decided that you will be successful, your actions will be driven to be successful. You'll make sure that the activity that you do is successful. You'll make sure everything or anyone that you're connected to is connected to the level of success that you are seeking to accomplish. Think about it. Think about your history, right? Think about what has driven your actions. So if my mindset is saying, if my mind is positioned of the fact that I will be successful, then I have defined what success looks like for me, whether it's in my finances, my family, my business, then my actions will be driven by the success that I believe that I will have. So if I believe I am successful in my business, and if you all haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Right? So when I believe that I am successful in my business, every opportunity that comes to me, I'm asking myself, does this, and I literally ask myself these two questions. Does this opportunity, although how great it is, does it align with my mission and my message? The second thing is, are my ideal clients going to be there, or are my ideal clients, are they going to be present? So my actions, even with me going live, I'll be honest, every time I hit the live button don't mean that I feel like going live, y'all. But I'm not driven by my feelings. I am driven by the belief system that I have that I will help transform the lives of those who God has called me to serve. So the positioning of my actions are in alignment with my belief system. You cannot expect for your actions, right? You can't expect for your actions to be one thing and your belief system to be another. Your activity is driven by your belief system. And what drives the results? Your activity. But what is the root of your results? The root of your results goes all the way back to your belief system. What do you truly believe about yourself? Do you believe that you are a failure? Guess what? That's why you're failing. Right? You gotta, and here's the great thing about mindset, y'all. All you have to do is change positions. That's it. If you don't like your life right now, change positions. Change your way of thinking. Okay? Number two, because I said I'm not going to be on here long. Number two, and if y'all want to learn more, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel and also click the link below to join us for day one of the Mindset to Movement Summit. So number two, in order to go from mindset to movement, you must have clarity. Here's the thing. You can have the greatest idea in the world, but you got to be clear on two things. You got to be clear on who you are, right? At all times. Right, actually three things. You got to be clear on who you are, and you must be clear on the value that you bring to the market. You got to be clear on who created you. You got to be clear, and when I say who you are, you have to be clear on why God created you. And the reason why this is so important is it causes you to be consistent and always do things that are in alignment with your purpose. You got to be clear on the value that you bring to the marketplace. One thing that I know to be true, especially if you are a solopreneur or you're starting out moving in your business, if you all haven't, make sure you subscribe to my channel, right? Is that it's easy to get distracted, right? It's easy to get distracted. So you have to be clear on what you bring to the marketplace. The second thing is, as it pertains to clarity, is people buy you as a person before they buy anything that you sell. How do I know? Look on social media. Everybody's doing what? Building a brand, whether they realize it or not. They're building a personal brand. This is why people are doing certain things on social media to go viral. Because people buy you before they buy anything it is that you're selling. And this is what I know to be true. Let me just sit real quick, and I'm almost done, y'all. People buy from those who they know, like, and trust. Well, how do I know? Think about where you spend your money. Think about it. Think about where you spend your money. Think about where you consistently spend your money. Yeah, you may go out and buy a t-shirt from a certain business every now and then, but there are consistent grocery stores, consistent brands that you always invest in. Why? Because those brands you have built a level of trust in. Excuse me. You know, when you go to these specific brands or get these specific brands, you know what to expect. I remember one year, my husband and I, when we purchased our first washing machine and dryer together, and I ain't know nothing really about purchasing washing machines and dryers, but I trusted his judgment, right? So he said growing up, his grandmother used to always have, oh gosh, what is the name of the brand? It'll come to me. But it was a specific brand that his grandmother always had. So guess what? He was like, this is the brand that we're going to buy. Maytag. That's what it was. He was like, we're going to buy Maytag. Okay, because I ain't know no different. So why did he want to go with the Maytag? Because over the years while he was growing up, he trusted his grandmother. He trusted her judgment. And because she always consistently bought that particular brand, when it was his time to purchase a washing machine and dryer, all of those years of trust that he had in his grandmother and her trust in that brand drove his decision. So you want to be clear on what you bring to the marketplace. What value do you add to your customers and clients? What transformation do they obtain by experiencing you? Okay? And number three, here's the last thing that you must have in order to go from mindset to movement, from excuses to execution, from idea to implementation. Y'all ready? The last thing is that I have to share is you have to have the right environment and connections. You gotta have the right environment and connections. Let me tell y'all something. I want to give you a perspective. Right now, I'm sitting in the front room / office of our home, right? And if I turn, and this is the power of environments, if I turn the thermometer, not the thermometer, but the thermostat down to, let's say, 60, me being the person that I am, I'm going to feel the change of temperature. So what's going to happen? For me, I'm going to get cold. I'm going to reach for a sweater, a blanket, some socks, or some pants to cover my legs up. Why? Because the temperature is affecting me overall, right? If it gets too cold, then I may not want to move, right? It then disrupts the way that I implement and execute. The same way that the physical temperature in my home affects the way that I execute is the same way that the environment that you surround yourself with affects and can infect the way that you execute. This is why you must be connected to the right people. Like I say, the right and righteous people. Y'all, whether we realize it or not, whether you realize it or not, you are a powerful human being. And just like me turning down that thermostat will affect the temperature of my body, because the environment in my home changed, the environments that you place yourself in affect the way that you move. It affects your belief system. It affects the way that you execute. And then it will infect or affect, depending upon what it is, your results. And especially if you are a person that really needs to change the position of your thinking, then you have to work even harder. And even not even harder, but be more intentional about the environments that you put yourself in. The exciting thing about your environment is that you can change your environment very easily. It is so easy now to access some of the most wealthiest people in the world for free. How? If you want to be wealthy, you can access wealthy people for free. Go to their YouTube channel. Go to their Instagram. Every time they go live, turn on your notifications. Every time they have a masterclass, a summit, an event virtually, you can tune in and just be there with your notebook, ready, taking notes. Remember, your environment affects your execution. Your internal environment and your external environment. Who are you having conversations with every day? I have text messages with my accountability partners. I have two. I have a coach. Why? Because I know the power of shifting my environment. As you ascend, here's the thing, when you ascend, you're going from one position to another position, which requires you to have a different mindset from this position to the next position. Just like when you dare to climb stairs, if you are doing it for exercise, the higher you go, you're going to need more stamina. You're going to need more muscle strength. You're going to need more clean air. You can't expect to succeed by yourself. This is one of the reasons why God left Jesus and all of those who believe and have accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. Because there's power in each and every one of us. And let me tell y'all, if y'all want to really shift your environment, make sure you click the link below and join us tomorrow as we start out for day 1 of the Mindset to Movement Summit. Let me tell y'all, if you know you got an idea and you have been sitting on it and you don't know where to start, click the link below and join us. The only thing that is going to cost you is the most valuable thing that you have outside of Jesus Christ, and that's your time. This is one of the greatest ways that you can begin to build new and greater connections. If you all haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, remember, in order to shift from mindset to movement, you have to do three things. You have to make sure you work hardest on yourself more than you do anything else. You must have personal clarity and clarity on what you bring to the marketplace. And you have to make sure that you're surrounded by the right people in the right environments. I appreciate you all for joining me, and I'll see y'all next time. Remember, know your worth. Bye, y'all.